When I first started playing Elden Ring, I was super hyped to find out this game had a death status effect. One you could use, not those annoying-ass basilisks. I was a bit disappointed to find out that it's exclusively a PvP effect. I mean, it does make sense. Imagine how overpowered it'd be if you could just proc death on any enemy that breathes. You'd run right through the game, and it wouldn't be that enjoyable. I'll first mention the spells, and a bit about what they do. There's a lot of death spells in the game. At the very least, it's much more than Sleep You Got Rancor Call, which sends a bunch of homing skulls at your enemy. It's a pretty cool spell, but it only does magic damage. Next, there's Rancor Call's upgrade, the Ancient Death Rancor Sorcery. This non-W only deals magic damage as well, but it sends 9 homing skulls at the enemy, and it can be charged. Next, there's the Explosive Ghost Flame. I'm not a sorcery user, but this is my personal favorite so far. This one deals magic damage, but also inflicts frostbite damage on the enemies. It creates a big explosion around you, which can knock back enemies, and it leaves flames on the ground after the explosion, which lasts for around 5 to 6 seconds after the initial explosion. Next is everyone's favorite, Fear's Mist. This horrible fucking joke of a spell. I'm getting these clips as I wrote the scripts, so my annoyance is fresh and pure. This spell just seems like a big fuck you, honestly. It deals Death Blight, but only to other Tarnished, so for PvP, which is fine, but I highly doubt you'd either chance to proc this on someone. But that's not what annoys me. This spell world on some NPCs, specifically only player-modeled ones, like Gaius the Necromancer in the Sage's Cave. If you asked me if I thought this boss was hard, I'd respond with no, of course not. He's a joke. That was because I'd never caught his ass for more than 10 seconds. I swear, when I was trying to proc him with death, I'd either get bitch-slapped by his tibia summons, or his skulls, or his annoying pet that comes back even after you kill it. Quite a few times, it was all three. Anyway, whatever. I figured it might work against the guy in Castle Ensis, but of course I don't even have a real chance to tell, since I die in one hit. But I casted the spell a few times and made sure he was in it the whole time, and he didn't get proxed. Then I tried it on the naked guys in Bonnie Village, and that didn't do shit. I must have casted it 30 times, and it didn't do jack. Personally, I hate this spell, but there is one NPC that I know it works on for a fact. The one knight in the Raya Lucaria Academy. But mine's dead, and I'm not going into New Game Plus for a clip. Anyway, next we have the Tibia Summons, the very same that Necromancer Gaius uses. I like this spell a bit. It summons 3 skeletons to attack your enemy. My only problem is that it sometimes just doesn't hit the enemy, even if you're targeting them, which is obviously very annoying. And in PvP, it's very easy to dodge in a 1v1. But I also suck at PvP, so I probably just have horrendous timing. Anyway, now we got a few new spells in the DLC. First is the Rings of Spectral Light. This one deals magic damage and inflicts the frostbite effect. It deals no stagger, which is a bit sad, but it does send out 6 rings, and it can be used on Torrent. It used to be buffed by the Prince of Death's staff, but that was removed a few updates ago, unfortunately. Next is the Mass of Putrescence. This spell deals magic damage and inflicts frostbite. It takes a fortnight to cast, but it goes quite the distance and has an AoE spread effect after it lands. This one seems to be pretty mid, whether it's in PvE or PvP. Now the last one is the best one from the DLC, the Vortex of Putrescence. This deals magic damage and inflicts frostbite. This one is actually pretty good. It sends out Ghost Flame in a circle around you, and it comes back towards you. It's actually pretty disgusting to use this in PvP, especially if you cast it, then spam something like triple Rings of Light. So those are the only death spells in the game, and only one of them actually deals Death Blight, and I think it's absolutely hogwash. If you don't think of them as death spells per se, then there's a few of that are quite good. But I think death spells suffer from being mediocre and inconsistent. There's only about 3 spells that are actually pretty solid, and one of themselves from the DLC. There's the Vortex of Putrescence, then the Explosive Ghost Flame, and then Ancient Death Rancor. I think the Canon of Heimer Reskin and the Spectral Rings of Light are pretty good, but I don't think they're as good as those three. The rest are pretty mediocre, or even straight up arse. But I don't use sorceries. For most of these spells today was the first time I actually used them. I wasn't testing their damage, since I wasn't going to rework my character's stats for this. All of these spells, except FEA's Mist, can deal a lot of damage if you build a mage build correctly. But honestly, it doesn't really seem worth it, build a character around death sorcery. Anyway, that's about it, I think. I didn't include the Ghost Flame Dragon incantation because that's considered a dragon incantation and not part of death at all, despite it being Ghost Flame like Mass of Putrescence or Explosive Ghost Flame. So if you watched until this point, then thanks for sticking around. And if you found this video helpful, or if you hate FIA's Mist, then please consider giving this video a like and subscribing. It would really help out the channel and mean a lot to me. That's about it. Until next time.